Hay peleas que tú sabes que van a ser buenas. ¿Entiendes?
Sí.
Y esta va a ser buena pelea. ¿Qué es lo que quiero? O sea, ponerle una cosa.
Legacy versus Clout, June 28th. History's on the line. Asterisk Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned knockout artist, is stepping into the ring once again, but this time he's not fighting an MMA retiree. He's facing the son of a legend, Julio César, Chavez Jr., Jake's last fight. He went toe-to-toe with 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Fans said it was a disgrace. Now he's out to prove himself for real. Chavez Jr., a former world champ, 54 wins, 34 KOs, a bloodline that shook Mexico. But with age catching up and motivation always in doubt, can he still rise? This isn't just a fighthead's legacy versus relevance. And one clean punch could change everything. Asterisk. So, who wins? The influencer chasing respect or the fallen prince chasing redemption? Asterisk. In a world where legacy meets controversy and bloodlines clash with brand names, a storm is brewing and it's all set to explode on June 28th. From the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, the ring will shine under the global spotlight. Millions will watch, thousands will scream, and two fighters with polar opposite histories will collide. On one side, the influencer turned gladiator Jake Paul. On the other, the son of Mexican royalty Julio César Chavez Jr. This isn't just a fight, it's a statement. And only one of them will walk out with their name echoing through boxing history. Jake Paul's journey into boxing has been anything but ordinary. A YouTuber, an entertainer, a headline magnate, yes. But over time, that gimmick evolved. The kid who once trolled his way into the sport now trains like a man possessed. He's not just chasing knockouts, he's chasing respect. And with every jab and uppercut, he's inching closer. But let's not forget where it all started. Jake's opponents, novices, retired MMA stars, one and done journeymen. Critics laughed, pundits rolled their eyes. But Jake kept winning, and while the boxing world scoffed, fans tuned in millions at a time. His hands aren't just swinging for views anymore, they're swinging for legacy. And just when the world thought he was done with publicity stunts, Jake Paul did the unthinkable. He stepped into the ring with Mike Tyson. Yes, Iron Mike, the baddest man on the planet. The same man who once made giants tremble in under a minute. But here's the twist. Tyson was 58, Jake, just 27. The world was torn. Is this bravery or bullying? The hype was electric. The internet broke. Even casual fans couldn't look away. But the fight, a letdown. Tyson was slower, older, and while Paul showed skill, he also faced backlash. Many called it a disgrace. Others said Tyson carried him. The footage didn't lie, Jake was faster, but the optics were ugly. Beating an icon is one thing. Beating a senior citizen is another. So now, he's turning the page. Next up, Julio César Chavez Jr., a name soaked in tradition. A man carrying, not just gloves, but the weight of a nation. Chavez Jr. isn't just another fighter. He's the son of arguably the greatest Mexican boxer of all time. With a record of 54 wins, 6 losses, and 34 KOs. He's got more experience than anyone Jake has ever faced. At 39, he's still nearly 2 decades younger than Tyson, and unlike Jake's previous opponents, Chavez has fought at the elite level. But here's the catch. Chavez's career has been haunted by inconsistency. One day he's out Andy Lee with brilliance. The next, he's sleepwalking through a loss against Canelo Alvarez. Some nights, he's a warrior. Other nights, a ghost. In his prime, Chavez was relentless, tough, fearless. But that prime was over a decade ago. He made a quiet return last year after a long hiatus, beating Uriah Hall in a 6-round decision. But even that fight left questions. He was slower, hesitant, a shadow of the man fans once believed in. So now 2 unpredictable forces are about to collide. One is chasing redemption. The other, relevance. Jake Paul needs this win not for money, not for clout, but for legitimacy. This is his most dangerous test yet. A real boxer, a real record, a real name, and Chavez. He needs it more. This isn't just about beating Jake Paul. It's about reviving the Chavez legacy. It's about proving that the son of a legend is more than a footnote in boxing history. Both men have something to prove, but only one can silence the noise. And here's where it gets chilling. Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, and Tommy, while solid, doesn't carry half the resume Chavez once did. That loss showed the cracks in Jake's game. Cracks Chavez could exploit if he's motivated, but motivation has always been Chavez's enemy. His critics say he wastes talent, that he trains half-heartedly, that he rides his father's name. So what if, for once, he comes in hungry? What if Chavez shows up with fire in his eyes and steel in his fists? What if the underachiever finally decides to over-deliver? There's danger in underestimating a man with nothing to lose. Jake may be younger, faster, more disciplined, but Chavez is a wounded lion, and wounded lions bite hard. So who wins this war? On paper, the edge goes to Chavez, in experience. But experience doesn't win fights. Preparation does. Heart does. And in those departments, Jake has been shocking the world. He's transformed from meme to menace, from troll to technician. Boxing isn't scripted. It doesn't care about hype. One missed slip, one clean punch. That's all it takes to turn lights off. So June 28th, this isn't just another fight. It's a collision course between legacy and evolution, between bloodline and brand, between the past and the future. And whether you love Jake Paul or hate him, whether you worship the Chavez, name or doubt it's fire. One thing is certain, you won't be able to look away. The bell will ring, gloves will fly, and history will be written. So buckle up. Because come June 28th, it's showtime. This is Boxing Pulse, and we'll see you at ringside.